Okay, so hey guys, so today's video is going to be a get ready with me. So I'm getting ready to go out with one of my friends. I am recording the voiceover like way after I recorded this. So first I'm going to be priming with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, and then I'm going to be, actually I think I already did, I'm just showing you what I used. And then I used a combination of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Vanilla and the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation in the color 2. I got foundation on my bottle, so I was just wiping it off. And then I concealed with the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the color Fair. I've just been trying to test it out more to see how I really feel about it. And I think I had a piece of hair. And I think I'm going to be priming now with the MAC, no, I already did. Okay. I primed with the MAC 24-hour extended eye base, and then I went over it with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder in the color 2 because I love it. So now I'm going to be starting on my eyeshadow. So I think I was just picking some music to listen to. So yeah, I decided to wear my Cinderella shirt today, so I'm going to be doing a look based on that. So of course I'm taking my favorite transition shade ever, which is Makeup Geek Speeches and Cream from my MUA Makeup Geek palette. So now I'm just jamming to what I was listening to. I'm pretty sure it was Hamilton because I have a serious obsession with the soundtrack. If you guys haven't heard it, you really need to. It's absolutely phenomenal. So I was looking for my mirror, so I found it. I always use this big ass mirror from my Marc Jacobs bronzer because it's just so easy to see everything. So I'm just going to be dipping into that with my Sephora Pro Crease brush and just tap off the excess, and then I'm going to work it into my crease. So just windshield wiping motions like usual. I'm also waiting for dinner to be ready, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this voiceover right now, but you guys won't be able to tell the difference anyway. But I'm hoping to record this right now because it's like 5:30 in the afternoon rather than like 2 a.m. when I usually do these. So I just wanted to record it now and hopefully get it up for you guys by the time dinner's ready. So I kind of tried to use the window to record a voiceover. So yeah. So I'm just going to keep on buffing that into my crease. I think I went to Starbucks with my friend that night, so I was just getting ready to go out for like a couple of hours. So yeah, just still doing my transition shade. I hate voiceovers sometimes because like you have to keep on talking and talking and talking when I always think I have more to say during chit chat get ready with me's instead, which I actually just recorded one today. So yeah, finally done doing that. So now I'm going to be jumping into my Makeup Geek shadows, and I'm going to be using Creme Brulee. You guys know this is like my favorite shade ever, so I'm just using that, and I'm just going to buff that into the crease. I don't know why I didn't use Lime Crime, but for some reason I decided to use Creme Brulee instead of like a mustardy shade. I don't know why, but whatever, that's what I went for. So I'm just going to buff that in. Just going to keep on applying that. And I have a lot of video ideas now for the next couple of weeks, and I think I'm going to be able to have enough videos ready to go for you guys until after Christmas. I'm still not able to pick up more holiday makeup, but I'm hoping to do a full review of a certain holiday palette and have it up for you guys by this weekend because I'm still testing out the palette this week, but I wanted to make sure I tested out a lot of it before I actually gave you my thoughts. I was going to probably wear it again on like, and I was going to plan on recording a tutorial on Thursday, but now I have to go to training for Ulta on Thursday morning, so I can't record a tutorial because I'm not going to have time. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. So now I'm going to be going in with one of my favorite shades ever from Makeup Geek, which is Cocoa Bear, and I'm going to be using my Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm just going to be buffing that into the crease just to define it more. It's just one of my favorite shades. I haven't used it in a little while. I think this was the last time I actually used it. Maybe I used it once just to like throw on some really quick makeup, but it's always amazing, and after I'm like talking about it right now, I really want to use it again really soon, so hopefully I'll be able to use it at some point. So I'm just going to be buffing that in the crease. Takes forever, I know, but yeah. Da 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 la 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 la. Might as well just sing while I'm still recording it because I'm just watching myself apply it. Well, because like I don't know, it's weird. Like I don't know what else to say sometimes, but I'm just gonna keep on saying I don't know what else to say, and then that just ends up being word filler. So yeah, once I'm done with that, I'm going to be working in my outer corners. Obviously, I'm going to be taking Makeup Geek's Bitten, and I'm going to be using that same brush. I did clean it off with my color switch in between, and I'm just going to be blending that into my outer corners. So I'm just going to do that on this eye first, and then I'm just going to dip in again. I think I didn't have enough pigment. I did it like mad properly. What the fuck? That was so weird. I was like, me, meh, meh. Like, obviously you can't see me, but it was just weird. Like, I'm like so proper with it. It's just weird. Okay. I'm also pretty tired because it's like that time of the month, and I did actually go out and do things today. So I didn't go out with my friends. I just had to go to Ulta to do like paperwork and stuff. So I did do a whole get ready with me on that. So I'm not going to bore you with that right now. And now for my lid shade, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's Cinderella because I love using this shade when what was I doing? I think I was talking to my mom. I wasn't talking to myself. Yeah, I was talking to my mom. That's the beauty of doing a voiceover is that she doesn't know that I'm recording a video when I'm doing a voiceover. So, yeah, I like using this shade obviously when I wear this shirt, but it's never like pigmented enough for me. Like I'm like, nope, it's already not pigmented enough. So I think I decided to dip into one of the foiled shadows instead, and I used the shade Pegasus, which I could have used Glass Slipper instead, but I like using something a little bit more blue for this look, not something that's more like cool tone blue. So I used this shade instead, and it's so much more pigmented, and it's one of my all-time favorite foiled shadows, so I was like, yep, I'm just going to use this instead. And then I'm just going to be wetting my brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and I dip the shadow in again to hopefully get more of the pigment out. I'm going to be using that on my lid, obviously. And I always apply the shadow first. I think dinner might be ready pretty soon. I might have to record the rest of this later. I just wanted to get it started so I didn't have to like be talking for forever. So yeah, still applying that on my lid. And then I usually finish up the second eye off camera just to save time. And then I think I took some more MAC Fix Plus to make it really foiled because sometimes it takes a little bit of work. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And I think I got the desired pigment that I wanted from the shadow. And now I'm going to be dipping into my brow bone shade. I was like kind of pointing to the wrong one. So I'm using my Crown Concealer brush. You guys know I love this brush for the brow bone, and I'm be using the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Mirage to pop on my brow bone. One of my favorites. I know I use Vanilla Bean like all the time, but this is also a great shade for the brow bone. And then I think I did my eyeliner off camera. I, of course, used my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper. I just didn't record a clip of me showing it to you guys, but you guys know what it looks like. So now I'm just going to be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer under my eyes in the shade Fair, and just working that on my under eyes so then I can just blend that out. And my overall thoughts on this concealer is that I really like it for very light makeup days, but you know how I was always trying to find something that was comparable and held up against my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I still haven't really found anything that's like just as amazing as that is. But this is pretty good. It blends out so easily, which I really, really like, and it does look so beautiful when you first apply it, but then it just like creases and wrinkles and looks really creepy under your eyes after like 2 hours. So that's why I like wearing it when I only wear my makeup for like 2 or 3 hours, not even 3 hours, maybe if it's only like for going to the gym or like, but I've been using the Becca concealer for like the same thing, and I was so ready to return the Becca concealer too because I was just so expensive. But all right, so now I'm going to have to just record the rest of this later, so I'm just buffing it out with a beauty blender. Alright, so now I'm going to be setting my concealer with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I'm just going to be taking my Real Techniques powder setting brush and just setting underneath my eyes. It's still my favorite powder. I really never use anything else, really. I probably need to start using something else though, because again, I'm running pretty low on this. I think I actually went through it faster this time than I did when I've had it the first time. I'm hoping to pick up a replacement in like a month or so, but again, it's just been really hard with not really having any money, so yeah, really sucks. So now I'm going to be going in with my inner corner highlight, and I'm going to be using Rapunzel from Makeup Geek as well, and I'm going to be using this MAC pointed little brush. I really love this for the inner corners. I don't think I was able to open the mirror, but yeah, I'm just going to pop that on my inner corners because I obviously, since I was wearing something Disney themed, I wanted to use a Disney themed inner corner highlight as well, but also because this color works really great for this look too, so I popped that on the inner corners. And I think I took something else to make it a little bit more intense, so I did also take the Makeup Geek foiled shadow in the shade Magic Act and put that on the inner corners as well. It's a really beautiful, intense gold inner corner highlight, and I really, if you guys can't really stand the Makeup Geek eyeshadows transferring on your lid, because they do transfer, pop them on your inner corners. They are so beautiful on the inner corners. They're so intense and so pigmented. I do that if there's like one that I know that really transfers. I'll pop it on my inner corners, and it just really makes your inner corners just pop and glow. So now I'm going to be lining the waterline with my ColourPop gel liner in the shade Swerve. I've been using this eyeliner so much, you guys. Like, it's just, the black one is just super pigmented, and it's so easy to apply. But the only thing about the ColourPop gel liners is that I feel like they made them a little bit more pointy, so they're like harsher to apply on the waterline, which is a little bit annoying because it kind of hurts your waterline a little bit, but I put up with it because it's easier to apply. I think I just wanted to see what I was doing, so I just wanted to check really quick. But yeah, I just find that it's easier to apply these than like the Urban Decay eyeliners and stuff like that, because I feel like these aren't as messy because yes, the tips are so thin. So that's why I like using this instead. And now I'm going to be going in with my mascara, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I am so obsessed with this mascara. I've been using it so much the past month or two. I just can't get enough of it. I think it's a great mascara. So that's what I've just been using for my top lashes. So I'm just going to like wipe off the excess and then just put a couple of coats on. I'm not really sure like what one coat of mascara or two coats of mascara are. I would just think one coat means that you coat all of your lashes with one coat, and then like the second coat is like coating it more. I don't know, I'm weird. So I'm just going to be working that onto my lashes, and then I finish it up off camera so I don't mess anything up or have like the, I don't know what I was looking for. Oh. I needed to set my face first before I went in with my mascara, so I'm just taking the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation in the color 2 and my Eco Tools powder brush, and I'm just going to set my foundation. I like doing this because when setting your foundation, when you have dry skin, it's not necessarily to keep it on longer, but it's just to make the other products that you use over it go on a lot smoother. So I think I applied my MAC Giga Black Lash off camera, and then I just decided to contour. So I just applied that to my lower lashes, which is because it's my favorite lower lash mascara, even though I'm desperately in need of a replacement. But yeah. So now I'm going to be contouring with the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette today, and I'm going to be using the first shade in the palette. I can't remember what shade that's called. I believe it's called Subconscious, but maybe I got a text. What was I doing? I'm like, yeah, one sec. I think I got a text. I think it was my boyfriend or something. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals angled brush, the little one that I got in a set, and I'm going to be using that to contour my cheeks. I can never see anything when I actually do this, though, when I actually do the contour. So I'm just going to be using that. I was just like a little afraid that I put on too much, so I'm just going to be putting that on my cheekbones. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to be continuing to apply that and just try to blend it out and buff it out as much as I can, just to give my cheekbones some definition. But of course, you know, I always have to check it in the mirror because I never have good enough lighting when I first apply it, even though I do use the other mirror, because I can't really use my computer screen for reference because it's too difficult for me to see, so I just use the mirror with it. I'm like jamming out again. I have so much to do tonight. I am recording this voiceover. I have to wash my hair, so my hair's clean for tomorrow. I have to lay out when I'm going to wear it to Ulta tomorrow. I have to make sure I have like snacks for break tomorrow because I'm not going to be able to eat a full meal. So I'm just a little bit nervous because I feel like I just have to get stuff together. Now I'm just going to be contouring my temples, and I'm just going to be using the Real Techniques fatter contouring brush. I know it's not called the fatter contouring brush, but it's a really good brush for contouring and bronzing, so I'm just going to be bronzing up my temples. But yeah, I'm just like hoping I can get stuff together to be prepared to work tomorrow. Because I'm working from 11 to 6, which is a little bit long, but I want to get it. And I'm really happy that I'm able to start training tomorrow because she originally wanted me to start training. I'm just contouring my jawline with the same color. And then I also bring it down to my neck as well. I never really know like how to make my jawline actually look. I'm just like, if I just draw a little line, I guess it looks fine. Because I don't really have like I don't really need to slim down much on my, on my neckline. So I'm not really sure like what to do there. And then I just bring it down a little bit onto my neck, just in case if I'm wearing like a foundation that oxidizes a little bit, I want it to match my neck more. Then I think it looks a little bit weird because then your chest is still white, you know? So now I'm taking the first shade in the palette from the top left corner, and I'm still jamming out, but it's like the white matte shade in the palette to clean up the contour. And, oh my god, what was I See, every time I'm like jamming to them, I'll be like, I'll remember what it is I'm jamming to, and then I just don't remember what it is. I think it was 24 Karat Magic from Bruno Mars. I don't know. That was my little jam session, so yeah, I'm just going to be using, I used the, did I just point to the white thing and then just not use it? Is that what I did? What the fuck? Anyway, okay, I'm going in with blush now, and I'm going to be using the NARS blush in the shade Luster from the Stephen Klein NARS palette, the NARS Stephen Klein palette, and I'm going to be using the Eco Tools blush brush, and I'm going to be applying that to my cheekbones. I really don't think I use the powder. Like, what? Why would I just do that and then just apply my blush? I guess I got too distracted from dancing, and maybe I used it at the end, but that's just a little bit weird. So I'm just going to be buffing it out on my cheeks, and then of course checking it out in my mirror to make sure that it looks good. But anyways, I was saying, I'm working from 11 to 6 tomorrow, and then my boyfriend asked me to hang out tomorrow, and I told him I wouldn't be available to after 6 because I'm training from 11 to 6. I still don't know what I was singing. I'm sorry. So we'll see if I see him or not, but I'm going to have a long day anyway that I might not hang out with him after. Now I'm just going to be applying my highlight, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in the shade. Was that Starlight or So Hollywood? Hold up. Hold on. Yeah, it was So Hollywood. My bad. Obviously, I always usually use a gold highlight with this look, and I'm going to be applying it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. I love this brush for highlight. I only use this brush now because it's amazing. Oh, okay. I was singing Aladdin there. So it's like my favorite song from the show. It's called High Adventure. Oh, it's so, 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 so good. And I was just like jamming to it. It's such a good song. So I'm just going to be highlighting my nose, my Cupid's bow, and I actually stopped doing this recently where I highlight the forehead area because I feel like it just looks like a beacon of shiny craziness on your forehead. So I just kind of just do the tops of my eyebrows instead now. And now I'm just going to be blending everything together and setting everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, of course, the ambient lighting powder. And I'm going to be using the Eco Tools powder brush again. I just am obsessed with this powder. I use it every single day of my life. It's amazing. I love it. My feet are so cold right now. I don't understand why. Like, I was in the bathroom for a while. I guess when I take my shoes off in there, my feet get really cold. I don't know why. So now, moving on to the lips. I think I had set my face already with the Urban Decay All Nighter, the Chill Makeup Setting Spray. So I'm going to be priming my lips first with the Bite Beauty lip primer, which I am in desperate need of a new lip primer because it's pretty much done. I need to start wearing a lip mask or a chapstick before I put on matte lipstick now because my lips have been getting really dry and I'm like, I need to apply something over it. So then by the time I'm ready to put on my lipstick, my lips won't be dry anymore. So yeah, because lip primers really do help with that. So anyway, I'm going to be going in with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Poison. They kind of get pushed down, and even when you sharpen them, I feel like they're just kind of thrown in there, and it's kind of hard to get them out after either the caps come off or you don't sharpen it again. So I feel like it kind of makes you go through the product faster. But again, since ColourPop is so inexpensive, I'm just like, whatever. It's not like it's a big deal if I lose $5. I would be really pissed if it was like a $20 lip liner, but we're talking about $5 here, so it's not like it's expensive. So I'm just going to be lining my lips with that, and then I think I finish it up off camera anyway. But I really like this lip liner for darker red lips. And then I'm going to be going in with my lipstick, and I'm going to be using the Lime Crime Velveteen in the shade Wicked. I'm not too obsessed with this lipstick, TBH, but I just love the color that I make the sacrifice to use it because I really love the color of this one. This one is probably my favorite color-wise out of all the deeper reds that I own, but it's probably not as good formula-wise as most of my Lime Crime Velveteens are. This one is just very drying, and it kind of wrinkles up a little bit, but it does stay on your lips pretty damn well, but it is very drying, and I don't understand why, and it's a little bit patchy when you put it on. But I just really wanted to use it because I used it a couple of weeks before that, and I was like, I just want to use it again, so that's what I ended up using for this look. But I'm probably not going to be using it again for quite a while because I've worn most of my fall lipsticks at least twice already. So yeah, so I'm just going to be filling in my lips with that color, but it does look really beautiful overall though once the look is complete. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this look. So I'm just going to finish applying that. And then that's it. That's the final look. So I was trying to find a good angle for you guys to see exactly what it looked like. So here's the eyes. I really love it with the pop of blue. It's one of my favorite looks to do. I've done it like a million times. Then my face and my cheeks and the highlight and my lips. And thanks guys. Bye. Please like and subscribe.